booties for black girl nerds.
Hi, great.
Doing good, thank you.
Thank you guys so much for taking some of your time to speak with me. I very appreciate it. I know you guys have a busy day, so I'll jump right to it. Eva, I'll start with you. Typically, we see shows and films where a man has to step up and protect his family. In this case, it's a mother protecting her mom and her daughter. Although she's married, what are your thoughts on how single moms can view this series as extremely empowering in terms of not having to rely on a man for support?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the big lesson with Gala. She's like a trophy wife, kind of lives in the shadow of her husband, doesn't have a lot of purpose, is living a very comfortable life, and then is thrown into chaos, has to flee the country, protect her family, provide for her family, and do things she's never had to do in life. And throughout the series, she finds that strength within herself, and she finds that she has to be her own hero. Her husband's not going to do it. Amat's not going to do it. And I think it's a beautiful lesson because at the end of the sixth episode, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did all that. And I think you don't have to go through the fire to know that you have that strength. You know, Gala went through the fire through the episode, but I think women have this unbelievable power to do whatever we want. And I think we have to overcome obstacles of this systemic oppression that we go through, but we're so resilient and we're so resourceful and we're so determined. And I think when we apply all of those talents towards something, we can accomplish anything.
Absolutely. That's such a beautiful response. Thank you for that. Santiago, with you, you've worked on a lot of shows. We have Big Little Lies, Heroes, Star Trek, the list goes on. What would you say was different and what did you take away with working with a primarily female cast?
That part of it was just fantastic to work with a female cast because just the sensibilities. I just loved being around so many different personalities and being in Spain and working also with the Spanish writers, different new sensibilities there. You know, it's always great when people come in from a different angle with things, and being in these beautiful vineyards in Catalonia and surrounded by great food and wine doesn't hurt. But Eva, I love Eva as well, and she's so good at comedy. So when she called me and just said she had this thing, and just a good actor in general, and just a great producer as well.
I was like, come play,
and we had fun, and it was just. I love the character. As well. You always fall in love with your characters. You find a way in, and then you kind of just really just want to honor them for who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That leads me right to my last question. This is for both of you guys. The filming locations were absolutely stunning. With the beautiful areas of Spain, you really get the sense of community and the feel of family within El Pueblo. How did the environment contribute to the theme of returning to your roots?
Yeah, I mean, she goes to this place where she's never been, a country she's never been, speaking a language she doesn't really know. And she ends up falling in love with it. She's like, oh, this is who I am. I never knew that. And I always encourage people. My mom always told me, never forget where you came from. And so I love that there's a lesson in that for sure.
Yeah. I mean, those themes of family and who do you love and, overcoming adversity and sticking together. I love that thing of, who can you trust and the people that you love sticking together, you can overcome anything. And I think the show it's always about hope. There's got to be hope.
Yeah,
and
we can get through this.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much again. I absolutely loved it. There was a lot of funny moments that I actually chuckled out loud. So I thank you guys so much for giving us a beautiful story, family,
thank
fun.
you.
I loved it. So nice speaking to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerds. Better shake your booties for black girl nerds.